got a connection. Good. Go. Right. Need to post. Get rid of that. That video. And the most recent thing. There the fuck we go. Right. Boom. Okay. That's good. We're good. That's there. That's there. That's there. Right. I think we're finally ready to go. And I'm just going to quickly reload that bit. Because what? I'm like, I don't want to destroy the session. I just want to play it correctly. Right. Okay. I think we're set. Yes. I do believe we are. So yes, hello, and welcome. Oh god, there we go. So welcome. Apologies. Fucking hell, the game. Jeez. Calm thyself. Calm thyself. Right. We all good? We're all good? We're all healthy? Well, I say healthy. So yes, hello, and welcome to Episode 3 of our Factorio series. I apologize for being slightly later than intended. Traffic was an absolute hell, and I was hoping to run a few simple tasks before starting. As ever, Sod's Law decides to say, hey, about those tasks you wanted to do. So, we're a little bit late on the uptick, but we are here, and we are ready, and let's get fucking through this. Let's do this. I'm just gonna... Yeah, we're gonna pump this thing. Anyway, so, in the last episode, we did a bunch of stuff. Why was pissing me off. Yes, I'm slightly agitated today because my whole system's just like, let's get through this. Let's do this. So anyway. Right, this there. Everything's all set. Perfect. So, in the last episode, we did a bunch of things. Primarily, we established that we need a lot of resources in order to be able to... Oh, bloody grass. Yeah, so we basically established that we... We very much needed a lot of resources and, well, biomass in order to be able to get these sort of factories going. Though, electronically wise, I also was desperate to make some new modern beauties known as the PowerPool Mark II. And in doing so, we've finally got ourselves a fair amount of Caterium in order to be able to get that going, which is a very, very cool thing. So now, what we need to do is we need to continue to explore, continue to get more stuff. I'm trying to recall what I was doing last time. It's been a couple of months since I last played, so my apologies if my memory's a bit faded. We were going to do something about the copper, weren't we? Yes. Because we haven't got any copper, do we? No. And in order to get copper, we're going to need to make wires. Although I have a shitload of wires being constructed, and I think we've made a bunch of wires as well. You're also doing... Yes. There's a whole bunch of wires in this thing for some reason. But that's fine. That's okay. And you're full... Well, you're just about full of that, though I can just drop you back in. Yay! Right, so you're making Caterium, yeah, which is going to be perfect. And you're making a lot more concrete, at a slow pace, admittedly, but that's neither here or there. And I was going to need to make an assembler, wouldn't it? Yes, though we did get, if memory serves correctly, we did get stitched... What was it? It wasn't stitched plates, but it was something... Yeah, it wasn't stitched plates, but it was the ability to make a fuckload of... Yes, I think I recall now. It was the ability to make a fuckload of... Trying to remember. Yes, cast screw. We just need 5 of those. Yeah, so we just need to make some cast screw, which means we can get a shitload of those into place, which is fine by me. So we need... What's a power supply at? This, and we're more than fine. So let's construct production constructor. Right. Perfect. And all you need is a cast screw, which you get 20 screw. That goes into the thing. Bob's your uncle. You're in the clear. And you need to make the thing. How many? 5. 6. Perfect. And then you just need... yes, you need the small one. No. We need... I'll line you up like so. Perfect, right. So you're going to be starting to make 20 screws. Yes. Yes, because that gives, yeah, that does 20 screw, 50 per minute with those iron ingots. That'll be perfect. Right, and then that will slowly but surely pick up, which means we're going to be able to make the rods, the screws, and the plates, which, if I'm not mistaken, those are making the plates right now. And iron ingots, and then you're making the plates, aren't you? Yes, and you're already doing quite well, which means we already have enough for that. So that means we can get the part assembler going, except we need cable. So this is where I think we were going to need to get the... Right, how many stitched iron plates do I have? 37. Yeah, we have enough. Sweet, okay. So we're going to go and now figure out organizing... Yeah. And we need to take care of all this wildlife. Which then, of course, turns into this wonderful bits of stuff, which will be wonderful. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I don't think it's quite matching the exact nature of what I was thinking of initially when I first started... Wait, can I not? Oh, okay. I mean, this is a lot faster if you just got the single brushes. If you've got like 4 or 5 trees and all that jazz in the middle, then obviously things will be going... There's my ultimate tower, yeah. And I did mention that I needed to... Yes, I remember that I did have to grab this area every time. Perfect. I know this is nowhere near where we're supposed to be, but fuck it. Let's grab what we can. Right, grab that, grab that. Okay. Yeah. Right, so we're going to try and grab as many of the... grab as much of the leaves as possible. Because if we grab all these bits of leaves and stuff, then... Right, perfect. Then that way we can grab as much... we can then add a whole bunch of biomass, whilst also constructing ourselves some much necessary gear. Because then we can clear out all these bloody trees. Right. I'm fairly convinced I could have grabbed that tree, but I didn't quite know if you could. There's always an underlying element of, like, I'm not certain if this will actually work. Yeah. But it's always prudent to just assume you can't. There we go, much better. Hang on, let me just test something. Oh, really? Because, technically speaking, I can't get rid of that unless I use my chainsaw. which is an intriguing concept. Kind of makes you wish you could just get rid of all the rocks in the area. Then again, this game could possibly do with terrain manipulation. Not like excessive, but for example, if there's any sort of rocks in the way, or, I don't know, some of those bloody smoke poison things. I seriously would love to get rid of those. There is nowhere near enough level of, like, satisfaction I would get if I was told. Like, if the game said, okay, so you can get rid of those things at, like, super high tier, I would be like, it's worth it. I would admit I probably would focus a lot more on getting it to them rather than running the factory optimally, but I don't care. Right, let me see if I can... Shit, there's no... Yeah, no, there was nowhere near anything. Damn it. Okay. But that's fine. We've got all we need. Well, I say we've got all we need. We can always go for more. Perfect. Okay. Hello. Derek inspecting the line as all generals should. Oh yeah, didn't you know he's a general? Like, he may not look it, but he is like one of the high-ranking officers in this region. So, you know, he makes sure he makes sure we do what we can. Otherwise, you know, we get it up the shit. Yeah, so he's just doing his usual inspection. You know, you don't want to fuck around when he's about, because he'll give you such a shit job. And look, there's his second in command. Okay, so now we probably need to get some... Yeah, we need to get some flat stuff. Though, more importantly, we could probably do with getting... This is like a normal one, yeah. Try and get rid of these trees. It's a bit of a shame that we have to go through this route, but at the same time, it's like we need... The issue is, of course, the moment we start trying to expand properly, that's when problems start. So it's better to take... It's better to not risk it and, you know, get as much as we can. Obviously, there'll be levels of, like, nice things, like grass and whatnot, but right now, the priority is to ensure... The priority is to ensure no life can survive around this base, because it just means then we have to deal with the fucking bushes inside the foundations, which does not look nice. It's like weeds coming out of a rock. It's like weeds. 100% like weeds. Right. So we're going to try and get that sorted. Okay, now that this area is clear, we should be able to expand the foundations a bit. I'm hoping that we have enough foundations to extend towards this location. I'd like to continue on the foundations that we've got from here, because then that just makes it so much easier when it comes to building up everything else. But I can also appreciate just how much of a bitch that'll be. Right, we need to turn this into biomass, so I will store... If I store this... Right, store you. I will also get rid of the Caterium, because that's now going to be completely on its last legs. Oh yeah, that's... that Caterium is more or less done, which is good. Right, so we've got all of these wonderful things. Got that going. Drop you off. Drop you off. Rejig and resort. Don't need the Caterium or... Got that. We've got the wood. Right, we don't need that. I will grab you. Rejig and resort. We have one more slot left. What do I not need? Well, I don't need that. There we go. Anything else? Not that I'm aware of. Right, okay. Let's get the biomass of leaves, because that kind of kills off the stack as well as everything else. Eventually I will get a system in place. Well, then again, eventually I'll get the coal mine to start working, but for the time being, what I'm going to do is I will try and get a system in place to try and minimize the amount of time we do this. But considering how much biomass we do have, and all I need to do is just turn it into... Oh, yeah, all I need to do is just turn the stacks of wood and grass into biomass, so there's no real... It's not like I'm going to have to make all the other It's not like I'm going to have to make the other stuff, so all I'll then have to do is just transfer all the biomass into the stack, which, you know, isn't too bad. Is not too bad. Anyway, so that's that sorted. Once we get this other bit sorted, we're going to be able to start getting... I think, to be fair, we can probably get the part assembly fairly quickly. I just need to set up the foundations to then get the other stuff going, which is important. Right, that's perfect. So now let's get the wood, which could result in me having no more space, which is looking fairly strong. Oh dear God. Why does the stack end at 200 and not 500 like the leaves? I would love the stack to be at 500. That would make so much more sense, but what do I know? Right, we have at least have 4 more stacks to go for. And it's already coming up short. Bugger. We may end up running out of room. Oh, please don't. Oh, for throne's sake, no. Yeah. God damn it. Yep, no more room. Okay. Oh, would you look at that? Suddenly we have room. Right, perfect. We have enough for an additional stack. Wondrous news. Right, okay, so that's that sorted. Because obviously that's what we want. Jaeger and resort. We have a lot of coal. We have copper. Is that copper ore? Yeah, that's fucking copper ore. Right, we don't need that in there. Why do we need that? I don't know why that's in there, but still. We've still got these drills over, which are around, which is not good, but hey-ho. Right, I'm going to go quickly... Yeah, we're going to need to grab some additional... I don't know, we've got... Oh, we need to get this limestone netted. Is there any limestone left in this thing? No. No, it is not. And that is good. Good, okay. Right, let's go put the bits of limestone into here so that we have additional concrete being constructed. Because we absolutely need this, and I don't give a flying fuck. Right, so we have 90 on those things. That's going to be coming up. Mark 2s of these are going to be pretty essential soon, but we still don't have the means to make it very... Well, we still don't have the means to make... Oh, fuck a duck. I'm just going to put this into here and be like, yeah, when I'm ready, we'll do it that way. Right, okay. So we have these going at least. How's the biomass generators doing? Good, bad? Actually pretty okay. One's okay, at least okay. Yep, the other one's pretty good, though those two are pretty solid. 165 and 165. That's wondrous. We may need to construct an additional generator as a response, so I think I might take the opportunity and just make that now. And we need more fucking... Of course we need more fucking poles. We'll always need more fucking poles. Sorry, rods. Right, let's go grab a couple stacks of metal, just in case. I'm going to grab a couple stacks of that. So these are piling up. Okay. Sadly, we can't overclock, which would be wondrous, because then that would make life so much easier. How much have you got? Yep, we already have enough for part assembly. With the exception of the... Yeah, with the exception of that, the cable, which we're currently working on fixing. This game is getting so pretty. Like, I remember when I first started playing this had a fairly, I would say, basic night-like sky, and now they've really just amped it up. Beautifully so. The only thing I think that's separating this game from absolute greatness, and this is obviously something that will change in the future, is we're still on the same area. I really, really, really want them to make... how many cables you got? 3 out of 7. That's perfect. Well, we need biomass. Like, I really, really, really want them to make the ability for either modders to play the game, or for... okay, I'll just grab all of them and then we'll just top up as and when. Like, I'm really, really keen on them making it so that we can have... a couple of those will do as well. I'm really, really keen on them making more... Oh, there's another biomass burner. Oh, yes, we need that for... Yeah, we need to top that up. There we go. Okay, so he's now sorted. For us to get new maps. Because new maps means more exploration, which means more fun for us. Because, you know, the game... Because part of the charm of this game is discovering new locations to make a base. New locations, new factories, new opportunities. And I think that's the single biggest lack, or the single big reason why I don't often play this game, or don't play this game enough, because there's no major incentive, and I'd say that's a big advantage. Yeah, that's the biggest advantage that games like Factorio has over this thing, because it is just such a... It's not even a question in a sense. It's just... That would be the thing that would make this game amazing, is that level of replayability. Replayability, fun, exciting moments, and discovery at every game. And I think that would be undeniably incredible. And I really, really want to see that in this game, because it looks like the potential is absolutely there. It is so there. Right, then we go for that. Resort, rejig, perfect. Right, we have enough Caterium for... Yeah, we'll do that. I don't want all of it. Right, there we go. That should be enough. That should be enough for what we want to do. Now we just need to grab some concrete. Right, 1, 2, 3. I'll just grab all 3. Oh, you know, fuck it. I'll grab all of them. There should be enough. That should be enough. 2. Right. Now comes the fun part, figuring out how to get this to work. Memory serves correctly. Bum bada bum bada bum bada bum. Right. It sounds a bit weird, but I'm going to try my absolute damnedest to make sure we can do it like this. Because then that way we can... I want to minimize the amount of concrete I need to use to get to where we're at. But at the same time, I also want to, like, you know, actually get there. Actually, if I hit the 5 button... Yes. There we go. That's better. And then hit that. That should... Perfect, yes. Right. Now we have to just get rid of all of these foundations. And... I mean, eventually we'll get it all working, but at the same time it's like... Might as well save resources. Because it's like, there's going to be no reason to go here. I'll keep these here, though. Because this is a good elevation to sort of start working from. So I'm happy about that. But in other respects, we're going to need to just make this area as big and as flat as possible. And foundations is where that's at. Sadly, we're at a bit of a skew-if, but that's okay. It's kind of expected. Let's see. If I were to do this... Zoop. Zoopa troopa, things are gonna like me. Shitty ABBA joke. I'm not sorry for making you cringe inwardly. I love this Zoop mode. The Zoop mode is like a fucking godsend to this game. Like, when the modder made it, it was one of those things that my brain was like, this should have been in the game from the start. Right, shall we try and do it... Fick dich. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's probably what we want. Zoop. It does raise the platform somewhat. But I think considering... Yeah, it's a little bit of a jump. But then it does ensure that we don't have any issues with the hills. Because I'm assuming if we do it like so, yeah, there's absolutely no issues with hills. Okay, I think we're just going to have to assume... Now, you'd think the Zoop thing would work with... Yeah, you'd think with the Zoop thing would work with deleting stuff, but no, of course not. What are you on about? That's logical. Only Scooter can sing of logic. Right. I'm gonna have to be careful with how we do this, but I'm thinking... Could make a plat... Well, we've made the plat for this particular thing. Right, okay, so this is a regular one, right? Regular one. Super trooper, things are gonna like me. But I won't see you, papa, to papa. Right, cool, that's that sorted. Right. To be fair, I did balance it like so, but would it make more sense? Fuck it. Let's delete this stuff and see what happens if you make the equipment... Right, the miner. Which way can we make it go up? That would make more sense. But the downside is we're going to have to fuck around with this. Put that there. Right, there we go. Put a little foundation underneath. And then zoop that. Well, there we go. And then I'm sure we can, yep. And then this can go all the way to there. Perfect. Right. Okay, there we go. Right, so now let's get you started on the production. Splitter. There's my phone going off. Apologies. Right, 2 smelters on the way. Let's get going. 1, 2. It's a little bit of a distance, I won't lie. But I think it makes it a little bit easier. Right. So obviously one of them is going to be connecting to make and a constructor. And followed by an additional constructor. Power pole Mark II. Because all these will need to be powered. So then you will make to there, you will make to there, and then you will make to there. And then you guys, logistics, organization, storage container. Right, you will focus a little bit to the left here. And you will initially go to here. We've yet to sort of organize the whole shebang, but at least there's something here now. Right, so obviously you are going to mine copper. I'm going to put you in for your first order. Same goes to you. You are also going to mine copper. Well, mine. Process copper. You're going to do copper, which is absolutely fine. Let's rejig and resort. You are going to do straight up wire. You are going to obviously do wire. Then you are going to do cable. And then that should resolve that problem. You go into there. And then, because you're quite a popular object, we will endeavor to make the conveyor belt work system functional. And cables will also... I think I'll have to probably get rid of that. It's a little bit of an... Okay. I was going to say, the extension's a little bit too much, but I think that's fine. Well, this will be more than enough for the time being. Right, okay. Excuse me. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the fucking timing. The timing. The fucking... The counting. The counting. You know what I mean. Right. Caterium, my love. Go forth and multiply. And then you, my absolute wanderer. Yes, so you are now 7, which can... Okay, so let's just take the... Let's just appreciate the reason why... This is one of the perfect reasons why I fucking love Caterium. Which is literally... You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items... 6 things doing their own separate processes, and I've got 1 node, which is going to be capable of making 2 separate objects. Technically 3, if you're going to be counting the wires to make the copper wire to make the cable. So, you know, technically speaking, we're doing 3 here. And 1. Just 1 power cable. Well, 1 power pole is required. This is why I love it. Because this is the truth. It is just amazing. Right. So I'm going to pop that into here. That's going to start going off. Those 2 are going to immediately start smelting the copper that we've had. And for the time being, it's going to be running rather dependently on one and t'other. But we are now going to see some good news coming out of that. Though I think I'm probably going to need to either get a ladder or something to be able... I might just do... Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll probably make a Foundation Mark II ramp. Or a Foundation... Zoop. Yeah, there we go. And then... Just so I can get to this area without having to think, for fuck's sake. Okay, perfect. Right, so now we've got this going. This is going to come up from the top. This is going to mine, which then smelters, which at the moment is just building up even more. Then this is going to turn into copper cable. This is then going to turn into regular cable, which now is going to start filtering up, which means now we can, in fact, get the space elevator. Well, the assembler for the space elevator. So there's that problem solved, which is quite a nicety. Where's the stream health? Oh, there, on the top left. If I had a brain, I would be dangerous. Oh, so dangerous. Right. Right. So, just had to test to see if my sound and everything else was working fine, which it is. Great news. Okay, so now that that's being sorted, we can kind of now look again. Right, so we need, now that we can get the part assembly, we might as well get the stuff donated. So drop that off, drop that off, drop that off. We need a little bit more metal, but that's fine. I can deal with that. Let's go grab some more stuff. The awesome shop. We do need to build the... Yeah, we do probably need to build the... Let's control panel, floodlights, medical storage, personal smoke skin. That's fine. I'm not overly fussed. We do probably need... Conveyor left floor hole. What? Schematic. I mean, the wall mount sounds nice, as well as the power outlet. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but we'll go with it. Foundations, inverted, corner ramp, corner pipes. I mean, if I had a skateboard in this game, I think I would fucking love it, but you know what, we'll... double ramp. Oof. Our foundation's set. We'll see, we'll see. Tilted walls. He's pissed! Ooh, automated gate. Customize, what's that? Oh, yeah. Road barrier, modern railing, modern walkways, stairways. Stairway to heaven. Fix-it specials. Obviously, we need the cart. They've got music. There's a boombox with fucking music. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm going to be able to buy that, or play that, sorry, because the game's probably going to... I mean, it's in-game sound, so theoretically speaking, YouTube can't copyright that because it's like, well, that's not the property of anyone except the people I'm streaming the game of, and I'm not earning any money from this, so I don't know why the game would be all like, you know, oh, you can't have that, that would be wrong. Wow. But yeah. Though I do need to get an awesome shop to start donating stuff, because that would be rather handy. Because there are some extremely important things that we don't have access to unless we get the other thing. Speaking of which, meme. Okay, so we don't have any more hard drives, no. Alien organisms, ugh. I'm wondering, yeah, it's the Stinger. I don't have the Stinger, do I? No. Yeah, the refined concrete, and we do need... the assembler in order to get the rebar gun, or the bolter as I call it. High-speed connector, we need plastic, and power poles Mark III, we need some of that, which is fine. Smart splitter, no. Power switch is fine. Bullet guidance system, which sounds like rifle stuff, which sounds nice, but, you know, I'm not overly desperate. The zip line we do apparently have, and I could research it, so fuck it, we're making this.
New equipment unlocked.
How do I make this zip line? I need a Xeno Zapper. Right, well, I can make a Xeno Zapper. Right, so all I need now is a little bit more cable. Shit. I did not know I could use the cable. Well, I did not know I needed only a little bit of cable, which is quite nice to see. Obviously, the Xeno blades are also going to be a thing I'm going to want in the future, because then that makes my ability to traverse a lot faster. Plus, I'm able to survive a lot more. Like, the amount of fall damage is reduced, as well as your ability to run further away from the big, nasty, scary monsters, which, let's face it, they exist. This game has them. We better acknowledge that. But no, it's actually quite nice to see that we can use the new tools in this game. Though, to be fair, I think those tools were new, not in this update, but the previous update. So, we're getting there. We're slowly catching up. Right, there we go. I can make my first new tool. Yay. Right. Let's swap you with this. Oh. Alright. So what does this thing do? We'll test this. Oh, that's cool. So if I let go... Oh, I see. So I need to get quite high and close to it. Right, let's see if I can... I'm just going to experiment. Oh. Okay, that's really fucking cool. You can kind of web swing in this game. Oh, that's really kind of cool. Okay. You can go uphill. This is fucking good. Okay, yeah. This is a serious major upgrade. Holy shit, this is cool. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a new tool, and I'm really liking this. What's even better is once I get my... once I get access to the coal in the distance over there, we are going to have such fucking fun getting from A to B. Because I remember the amount of times I had to trawl between the two bloody locations once I first started this out. And I wasn't really looking forward to getting that, or having to spend forever to get that all set up. But the fact that that's all there and it's all ready to go, this has been a worthy investment. This is a fucking beautiful investment, and I'm so glad to have made it. Oh god, Emperor, that is amazing. Right, there we go. Right, so I should have enough now to send off to the thingies, which is important. We just need now to spend some time building up and doing other stuff to make preparations. What are you? What are you? What are you? You are on a normal node? Yes, you are. But you're not doing anything. If I'm not mistaken, you're probably going to be the thing that I make the assembling stuff out of. Yes. Yes, I think that's what you are. It sounds extremely callous to say that, but it's like one of those things where it's like, yes, you're the thing that I'm doing, and yes. You know, it's like... Right. No, but I'm seriously liking this. I really don't want that around. This rock is a real pain in the ass. Wait a second. I just realized something. There's a brush right next to it. If I do this right, this may work. Motherfucker. I was really hoping that would disappear. Oh, God. And you're a lame duck, aren't you? Yeah, you're the lame duck. You're not going to get anything special. Right, okay. I say lame duck. Right, okay. So we have almost the ability to make the part assembly, which, to be fair, not a bad thing. Fairly soon, I imagine we're going to need to start looking into building the space elevator, which I'm kind of wanting to put on the top of that hill, just because I like to set those the space elevator up in a higher pedestal or in a higher location. Plus, also, I think with the way that I'm going to be setting things up over there, that's going to be where all of the factories and dedicated build spaces are going to be planned to go to. Right, I'm going to speed up production slightly, so we have the ability to actually send this shit out at a little bit of a faster pace. Yeah, there we go. Because we've got now that going. To be fair, actually, now that we've got an actual production supply going, I can actually take all of those other things and plop them into the other side, which then means, of course... Perfect. Yeah, I'll clear these out and then we can get started. Obviously, it would be helpful. We need to probably get plasma spitter, hog remains. No, that's the thing I don't want to do. Put that all there. Rejig, rejig. Perfect. Right. So I think once we get the part assembly going, I'm going to go on another expedition to go see if I can find the stitched. But bleh, I can't speak. Find the stitched plate, because if we can get the stitched plate, that will be amazing. I think the stitched plate doesn't require screws. It's basically, instead of requiring screws and a reinforced and a normal plate, it just requires, I believe, just a shitload of iron plate, which then simplifies and makes everything so much easier. Obviously, because we have an excess of screws, it's going to be, better, considering there's a shitload of screws that we're getting from... Hey, Derek. How's you? Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, like I was saying, because we've got an overproduction now of screws, it's not so bad, but I'm still kind of wanting to... 94... 95, 96, 97, 98, 200. Fantastic. Right, let's go get that set up. Shit. I have no idea what I just did, but sure, let's go with that. Oh, that's so much better. It's so much better. I mean, it's not leap years better, but it's better. Launch! Right, perfect.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated.
Perfect.
Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent
Logistics
up via
Mark
the
II.
space elevator.
Yes.
Note: project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
Yes. And more importantly... Oh, perfect. Yes. And more importantly... Oh, that's so much better. So much better. Jump! Right. Anyway. Oh no, wrong way. This way. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take the 497 and merge it so we've got like some additionals. Still got a shitload of concrete, which is good. We can actually immediately put that towards the Mark II. And if I'm not mistaken, we could, if we're desperate enough, get the... if we're desperate enough, we could try and make some more some more parts. But I'm kind of wanting to avoid having to do that. We'll fill up as and when necessary. Oh no, I can't fill it up. Bollocks. Right, that'll do for the time being then, so we can at least, once we're set to ready go. Right. Let's see. Great, there's some stuff inside. Oh, yeah. Crash pod requirement not known. Oh yeah, the that one was a bit of a bitch. Right, well I'll keep an eye out for that one, but we probably shouldn't worry too much. I'm going to go slightly afield now and go explore, because we need to gather drop pods, and I've been purposefully keeping the drop pods, well, with the exception of 1 or 2, until I had like certain things. I don't want to run around for them later when there's obviously less of hello. Oh, hello. How the fuck did you get back up there? Oh, fuck. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And you did. Right. Let's be quick when traversing this area, because those disgusting plants like to do what the fuck they please, and they will poison this entire zone. Yes. I'm glad we can destroy them, but at the same time, I'm not so keen on the fact that they are so prevalent in the early part of the game, and I can do jack shit about them. Though then again, I really resent the fact that there are zones just permanently affected by gas. Which, yes, I realize that there's a necessity to have, you know, in order to utilize the gas mask, because then theoretically speaking, all I would need to do is just get explosives, and then Bob's your uncle, you're sorted. What's that over there? Is that normal? I mean, not that there's a good reason to go for this thing, but we might as well, considering this asteroid-style crater is here. Yeah, normal and normal. Okay, that's good to know. If I'm ever desperate enough for that, then that should be... Oh, balls, spitter. Okay. Yeah, no you don't, you little bitch. Right, plasma fuckers is down. Might as well take the yellow power slug. Right. Might as well. So there's 2... It's not so far away, but it is far enough away from the hub. So if I'm getting to the point where one of those deposits is no longer satisfactory, ha ha ha. Oh, fuck. Okay, no, fair enough. You caught me in a good side one. I ain't gonna lie. That's a pretty fucking clear play. Come on. Come on, you little shit. Oh, you dead already. Shame. Right, let's go see what we can retrieve from this one. Oh, fuck a duck. There's 2 of them? Oh, that's not good. Again, I think this is where we need the rebar gun. Nom, 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 nom. Right, we'll grab some of these things so we can try and avoid that. But, how much? Yeah, circuit board, check. Grab the wire, check. Yep, we got those fucking bug things. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, what's left? Praise the golden throne, praise the golden throne, praise the golden throne. Perfect. And we got more circuits, which is very good. I'm not entirely sure what the circuits will do or how they'll serve, but they will do some. They will do something. And I will be happy to have them. Plus, also, the item in question was fairly basic. So, the requirements for the item was fairly basic. So, we should be able to benefit rather well from this. Just need to get 10 minutes worth of that. At least we can now also build the fucking assembler, which is very, very good. Right, production, assembler. Shit, we need one of those spring coil things. Which, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to need... Wait, spring coil things? Since when? I do not recall seeing those things. I'm fairly certain I did not see those things when I first played this game as a requirement for... Is that Caterium? Yes! I will take the Caterium ore because we are using a fair amount of it. And that was way too few. I'm just like, and I am not satisfied with that amount of Caterium. Alright. Well, that'll have to do. Right, let's get started on this one. Oh god. Right, let's get going. Let's get retarded and high. Let's get retarded in here. Right. So, if we're lucky, the hard drive we've just gained will give us the ability to get stitched plates. If I can get stitched plates, we're in the clear. Because then all I need to do is just make an additional couple of constructors, and as well as the smelting. And then we should be in the clear to... Perfect. We should be in the clear to be able to get iron... Well, to get stitched plates, which obviously is going to save us a lot of production time. Like the amount... I think if there's ever... If you had to rate things in terms of like time savers, the stitched nuts and bolts is probably I would rate as a definite third or even possibly second in terms of like amount of time saved or production time wise saved. Right, let's get the hard drive set in. Go. Right, 10 minutes on that one. That's perfect. Right, let's quickly get all of that. Put you in, put you in, put you in. And we're going to keep the rest of it set. Right, so at least that's all set up. And then all we need to do is make that. Though we do need to make the stamps. Or the thingies, I'm not entirely sure. Right, Caterium ingot. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, so we can get the stitched iron plates. That would be amazing. Right, there we go. So what is this thing? What do I... how do I make it? Rotors. 4, 3, 2... So we need a shitload more of the other things. Copy that. I will say, these aren't quite the Xeno legs, but they do the good job. 1, 2. Perfect. Right, and then you... couple on that one. What can I drop? Where are the leaves? Do we have flowers? No, for once we don't. We have just... like, what do we not need? Wait, there's a fucking... I have an iron ingot. For God's sake. Oof. For God's sake. You know what? Fuck it. I'm dropping it. Balls to you, I'm dropping it. Right, there we go. That wasn't so hard, now was it? Right, there we go. Right. Let's drop this stuff off at the crate. Nice landing. Right, you, and you, and you, and you. Rejig and resort. And then let's get some more rotors made. 8, 9. We only need, like, 1... oh, 4. Okay. So... 10... 11, 12. Okay, I think that should do for now. So that way we can at least relax in that regard. 6 minutes left, okay. How's the power supply doing? Not bad. Not great, but not bad. A lot. 162. Yeah, these particular biomass burners, though, are the most efficient bastards we've got. Which I don't mind. And you're perfect because you're not doing as much. You're still making that, which is wondrous. I'm not going to lie. Because that's just going to give us even more. Right, I'm going to go and quickly drop off the extra cables. Shit. I had a really good opportunity to make an epic jump there, and I fucked up. There we go. Right, and then jump. And back again. Jump. Right, there we go. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's getting set up. One of those goes into there. Yeah, the production's a little bit too slow in this one. But the problem is I can't really expand battery production, because if I do, then the entire fucking power supply goes to shit. And unfortunately, in my case, I don't quite have the luxury of having the time to frack around with that sort of stuff. So, a waiting will have to do. Okay, so power supply is good. That's okay over there. We're actually making decent progress. We're about an hour in, and we've been able to get the milestone for building the assemblers done. We've got the copper thing done fairly quickly. We're already researching another one of these, which will be done in about 4 minutes. I've gotten a new tool, which is really fucking good. And we've cleared out a zone as well as gained some foundation setups as well. Oh, we've done pretty well, I'd say. Now I just have to figure out how best to proceed. Though, to be fair, I am kind of waiting a lot on this hard drive. Once the hard drive's done, I think then I can kind of proceed a little bit further on. But for the time being, I'm kind of just waiting until that starts, which is not a good idea. I appreciate that, in terms of, like, entertainment-wise. 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Suppose I could try and build some walls. Yeah, we might as well build some walls. Walls! Basic wall, but still a wall. We might as well get the chainsaw out once again. Perfect. Right, let's deprive these verminous creatures of their habitat and provide a perfect base for our Factorio's growth. Yes. Glorious. Right, so at least that's sorted. Question, can you stack these? Oh, you can stack these. Wondrous. Once I get gates going, it's going to be glorious. I'm gonna just do it like so. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that. To be fair, we could actually get the wall set up on the other side as well. Motherfucker. Nyeh. Right. Oh, look, Jake flying over. He flies through the air with the greatest of ease. That flying young man on the... No, that daring young man on the flying trapeze. No. I'll have to figure out how to do... Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, that's gonna make me a little bit. Let's pretend we don't see that thing until it's a bit too late to notice. That's fine. We're going to ignore that until... because it's not permanent. The other thing will not be permanent. There we go. Not entirely sure how I'm going to fix this particular conundrum, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Something at least. We have walls. Oh god. I mean, to be fair, this is kind of a cool thing, because it just makes it feel a little bit more like a professional base has been set up, rather than, you know, an amateur numbskull who just wants to have his own factory and cake and eat it. Again, I'm so glad that we can interfere with these things slightly. There we go. That looks like a proper professional place. There we go. Right, you should be done now, shouldn't you? Motherfucker. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry until my eye sockets drain of moisture. Oh, God. Right, so we have a fair degree of... Yeah, we have still a decent amount of those things, which is dope. Right, let's quickly get rid of you. Extra resources is extra resources. How are you diddling? Are you diddling well? You're diddling okay, but you could do with some better diddling. I mean, the thing is, if we can get the stitched iron plates... I'm going to still talk about this, because that's how much I'm desperate for them. The stitched iron plates will mean that we can effectively make the Mark II logistics belt, which requires reinforced iron plates. So if we can get a fuckload of the stitched iron plates, that makes everything easier. Or at least much, much less stressful. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bolted frame. Deuterium wire. Okay. If I were to try and make the modular frame, what would I be required? Reinforced iron plate. Iron rod. Not what I wanted. Okay. Modular frame. Constructor. I'm just gonna place this randomly here. Cast screw. We need an assembler to make a modular frame. Which modular frames are... modular flames. Yes, modular flames. No, modular frames. So we would need... I'm gonna go with the bolted frame because that will make things easier. That's the only real choice I have at this point in time. It's by no means the one I wanted. You fucking know what I wanted, guys. Game. Fuck you. I want my goddamn bolted frames. Well, now I've got the bolted frames. I want my goddamn bolted, stitched iron fucking reinforced plates. Because that's the really, really good one. And I want that. Because, okay, question. What do I need to make reinforced iron plates at this moment? Okay, so technically speaking, I can do it fairly well. It's by no means good, because I still will need to make a fuckload of production, but it does mean we can do it. I'm kind of erring on the... we probably should just fucking do it that way, then fuck around and try and get another thing, so we can continue making progress, but at the same time, I'm also a stubborn bastard who wants to have his cake and eat it. So, I'm going to do one more expedition, whilst we're getting everything set up. What's the... yeah, that's fine. Right, drop that. Cable is fairly low, though. I'm going to grab some cable just in case the thing requires cable. And also, we need power. So, obviously, we need the thingies to work. I mean, what we could do to save time, energy, and my sanity is make the necessary... but that's like 6 fucking... This is what I mean. There's just so much of these stupid things, and... yeah, I'll make the necessary... we'll make the necessary things for this, but I don't really want to... because we might as well submit this. Launch! Right, okay. That's sorted.
Milestone reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
That's like my favorite thing as well. The stackable variant, the stackable conveyor pole thing is genuinely a godsend. God, this fucking thing sticks out like a sore thumb. Oh, jeez, we're going to ignore that. We're going to ignore it. Are you Caterium? No, you're Sulfur. It's fine. We don't need you. At least for the time being. I'm just trying to think where else we could go to grab the... I'm trying to think of locations where drop pods may be nearby, and I'm genuinely struggling to remember which one goes where. We're going to go back up to this top bit, so this one's going to be a little bit of an exploration push, which, you know, means good times for us, I hope. Of course, we still need to get the rebar gun set up. So, you know, it's not quite sunshine and roses there. I think if we push up this location, we might be able to find another dropped pod. I think. I could be wrong, though. I know that there's a drop pod nearby some gas. Like, there's a gaseous area. So I'm going to grab as many of those crystal healing nuts as possible. And I might also grab some of these things as well, just in case. Because they actually do give you quite a lot of health. I'm going to try... what's that? Is that a new resource? It's a geyser! Ooh. Ooh, water, pure. Eh? Really? I could build a pump from here? I don't quite know what to say. This is new. This is very new. I'm very confused, but I'm also surprised. I mean, okay, that's definitely a thing. We can look into this. Right. I'll need to figure out what the hell to do with it, because, well, obviously, it's not really connected to any other important resources. If there was a coal thing around here, then obviously, oh, we're gonna fucking do it. But at the same time... But at the same time, it's good news. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good news. I'm not gonna complain. Oh, hello. I'm not going to complain. I've just remembered I didn't grab the fucking cable, did I? I'm a fucking tit. I spent all this time traveling, and I forgot to grab the important thing. Swear to the gods, I am such a moron sometimes. I mean, do we have that car? That would be pretty useful. Like a geyser. I mean, is it a geyser? No, it can't be. I mean, it's a pure... It's a pure location of water, which makes me wonder how that system works. But maybe it's something that we... something we can utilize to find out. Because that is definitely something I did not have... I've not dealt with before, which is remarkable, to say the least. Right. Well, we've done all of the level 1 and level 2... Well, the level 1 and level 2 things that I'm actually determined to have. Oh yeah, those bloody things. Right, let's go and cross to the other side. Grab my cable. Oh dear God. And then be on our way. Maybe try and skirt round the right-hand side this time. Just so we can get, like... If we can get another one, and if we're lucky, maybe 2, that gives us about 20 minutes of hope. 2 of which... and if we're lucky, we'll get the good ones first, and then the other one we get to fuck around with. My phone is going off the hook with stupid emails. So... whilst we're casually doing things, I might as well investigate. Are you ready? Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Are you ready? Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Right, anyway, let's get going. Whoops, there we go. Yeah, I've been getting into that meme of the Are You Ready meme, which is by the cartoon guy with a really well done face. Like, it's creepy as fuck, but at the same time, he just has that very awesome animated style, which I've got to respect because that is hilarious. Right, there we go. That's a pretty decent amount of stuff that we could do with... you know, whilst we're here, we might as well ditch the non-essential stuff, which gives us a bit more exploration room. And also we can have a look, see if we can try and get a vehicle or 2. If we can get, like, a exploration vehicle, that will be something. Right, quartz. Yeah, we need a ground Vic. Of that and 50 stitch plates. And what does this require? Those oscillator things, as well as 100 of the steel frames. Well, the good news is we can make those frames, and the Explorer would be an extremely useful vehicle. But I don't know if we can really fuck around to make the stuff. I mean, how much quartz do we have? Well, we've got some extra now, but we've used all of it up. No, it's not worth it. Unless we can get, like, an actual mine and then fuck around and do some other stuff, I don't think it's... genuinely don't think it's worth it. Right, there we go. As much as it would be a useful thing, to say the least. This is a really powerful beam. Or rebar gun. I would definitely grab some... if we can get the rebar gun, that'll be something. Right. Caterium. Right, what's the rebar gun one? I mean... Again, you see what I mean? All of this shit revolves around me getting stitched iron plates. Because if I want to be able to get what I want and get a decent thing going, I'm gonna need the fucking reinforced iron plates. And in order to get the cheap ones, I want to get the fucking things going for that. So, you see my predicament now. You see the main issue of this playthrough up until we get the fucking things. I mean, again, I can, you know, I'm on the cusp. If we're not successful in this endeavor, I will just give up and use the old vanilla settings. But at the same time, I will be still keen on getting the pods. We've already done this one, haven't we? Yeah, we've already done this one because it's already open. Yeah. Yeah, like, I'm very much keen on getting the, shit. Can I just dodge you? Ooh, dodge. You missed! Right, let's go this way. Oh, they do have a drop. I did wonder if they actually did a drop or not. Right, does this place have a drop pod? I haven't really done a huge amount of exploring in this sector. I would assume no. Because it's quite an awkward place to get through. And those fucking flower things are going to be generating poison, so I don't exactly want to stick around and find out. And also, those fucking spider things live here, so I don't really fancy my chances when I don't have a rebar gun to say fuck you to. Whoa! Okay, you made me jump. Well played. It's been a while since one of you made me jump. Oh, that's the sound I really don't want to see. Nor that's the sound, nor is that the thing that I want to encounter. Emperor preserve me. Where the fuck is that thing now? Oh dear God, Emperor. Jesus fucking Christ, I hate you! I fucking hate this thing. Yep, well, I'll take advantage of your glitched AI. I hate these fucking things with a passion. Fuck you. Blech. If I had a rebar gun. Well, no, if we had the bolter, I would be fine. Another one of those geezers things. Okay, there's copper over there. More of those bloody things. Where's a goddamn pod? I don't really fancy exploring further out into a field. It's leaning more and more towards me giving up and having to use the stupid fucking bog standard assembler with the plates and everything. I mean, theoretically speaking, I don't have to worry as much because I've got the... Oh, you've got to be joking. I hate those fucking things. If there was ever a creature that I would love to drive to extinction in this game, it would be that. And I'm fairly convinced a fair amount of the people who would play this game would concur. Though, to be fair, I also think that would be hilarious and also rather intriguing as a concept for a game like this. Because theoretically speaking, despite what the developer probably does, what Coffee Stains probably doesn't, what understandably doesn't probably want to talk about in great detail, is you are driving into something's habitat and home and driving them out. Yeah, fuck it. We're just going to have to make this stupid fucking assembler. I can't run around like this and take the piss and keep, going. Like, we're 3 episodes in, and theoretically speaking, I should have constructed the thing by now, so... Fuck it all, we'll do it. We'll do it the boring way to start with. Just means I have to spend forever building this stupid thing. And now, of course, having submitted to the Mark IIs, I'm going to have to fuck around and get some more of them. Right. There we go. Let's do this. Game. I'm already having to submit to your stupid logic. Don't make me hate you more by making me having to fuck around more. Right. Let's get these stupid iron rods made. Or these stupid things set up. Eight, 9, 10. Right. How much do I need to make an assembler? 8 of those, 4 of those. Right, okay, so we're going to need to make a fuckload of these things. We don't need that many assemblers, I don't think. Alien organisms. I don't really want to learn alien proteins. I'd rather get this thing going. But we need to make the fucking thing in order to get it to work, so let's do this. Let's go make some more of the other stuff. Right, 1, 2. Okay. Right, okay. We need more of the platforms as well. Okay. I'll grab some of these. Perfect. Okay, so let's get this set up. We're making good progress, despite my annoyance at the fact that we have to use the vanilla blueprint in order to make the iron plates. We are making progress. It's just not as much as I personally would like, or in the direction that I would personally like. Right, we had the fucking things with us all the time. Right, piss off, piss off. Put that there. I think 23, or should we make a few more? I'm going to make 30 just so we have a nice round number. 29. Right. 30 should be good enough. Like, should. Right. There are no cats in America. The streets are made of cheese. And there are no cats in America. Right. I would say... Right. Get rid of the conveyor belt Mark 1. Get rid of you. Just put that in the front of it, really, at the moment. Just for the time being, until we can get this sorted. Okay. So, obviously, we need 2 smelters once more. Little bit closer this time, because obviously we're a little bit... Usual thing. The splitter will go here. Both of you... Iron ingot. Iron ingot. Right, assembler. We're going to probably set up the assembler to focus this way. Because I'm... Actually, what we could probably do... 4 meters? No. 2 meters, yeah. Zoop. Right. And I think you will probably need about 3. We'll do it this way up until the point, and I'm thinking... There we go. Right, that'll do for this. Get the constructor sent up. Actually, we don't need it to be that far away. We could probably put the constructor for... Right, we'll make the bolts... Yeah, we'll move this here. Have it relatively close. There we go. Right, and then you can obviously do the cast screw, which will give us a shitload of those. You will just make that. And then assembler. So the assembler will be up here, producing the stuff that we need. Right, so bolted frame, we'll need that. Reinforced iron plate, we'll just need that. I really don't want to have to use this stupid fucking system, but I bitched enough about it already. Let's just get on with it. Okay. There are no cats in America, and the streets are made of cheese. At least in the Logistics Mark II, it means I get the stackable conveyor poles, which I do like. That's something we don't have to spend forever to figure out how to make. Right. I'm going to be a little bit weird and make the assembler go this way. Because I'm an asshole. I'm going to favorite this. I'm going to put this logistical love of mine in the 6 category. So I'm thinking what probably we need to do is have 2 of these like so. You, being the normal frame, will go there. You will adjust. You go there, and then you go up there. Perfect. Put a stack on here, I would say. Overlapping some clearance, some clipping maker. I don't care. I love it. Oh, that's actually pretty fucking dope. Right, okay, so you will go there. You will go there. Oh, glorious. Right, and then you obviously make the reinforced iron plate, which then we will then put simply into yet another storage container. We're so revolutionary. Our ideas are endless. Alright, let's get the Mark 1 set up. I would love to make the Mark 2, but I really don't want to. Well, again, we'll make the first Mark 2 stuff to go there, but in the meantime, this will just be what we need. Right, okay. Now let's get the power pole set up and make sure everything works hunky-dory. Right, first of all, let's get the usual suspects taken care of. First of all, we need you. Then we need you. Then we need you. 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you couldn't be more perfect if you tried. Mwah. You are glorious and you are sexy. I love you long time, my special friend. I probably should have made the little conveyor belt. At least now we can get producing. Now obviously because we can produce the reinforced iron plate does not mean by any stretch of the imagination that we are anywhere near close towards making the space elevator as well as the space elevator things to get to level 2 in theory. However, we are at least of the ability to say, there we go. Yeah, we are. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't screw. There we go. Because you're the. No, you're the screw. Fuck. So you're the. Wait, what? No, stop. Fuck. Iron plates. Wait, you're supposed to be. Wait, you? You're supposed to be the fucking iron plates, and you're supposed to be the fucking screws. Because you go here to the right, like so, and you go up. Yes. There we go. That's better. I mean, to be fair, the production of this is going to be fairly fucking slow, so... But there we go. We've done it. We've finally done it. We're getting iron reinforced plates. Are you ready? Right, okay. That's something. Not what I wanted, but something. Right, the good news is at least we're going to get these things set up, and I could start an initial production. In fact, I can make an initial production. Fuck it, we're making an initial production. Right, you, I'm going to put one of you down. I'm going to put you down also. So at least this will stack up a little bit, and then you can stack up on that one as well, which then means we've got an additional large surplus in supply and production, because it takes a fucking long time to make these bastards. But at least now we've got it all sorted. And it's going to go wonderfully, and I'm going to be smiling all the time, and it's going to be wonderful, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's something. That's something. I'm not going to talk much about it, but it's something. Right. Okie dokie. So now let's start looking towards the next goal, which is... Well, to be fair, the next goal is really to build the space elevator, which is going to take us a time. I'm not going to lie about that. How much? It's not so bad. I mean, if we can clear out these things, get some more stuff going. I could raise the platforms a little bit so we can then get the initial... Yeah, we could get that started. Let's get the foundations set up on the other location. At least that can go into... Actually, more importantly, let's probably consider looking into... Let's see what the time is. Coming up for 8 o'clock. To be fair, we've not got a huge amount of time left. I probably will, for the next stream, hop on Satisfactory once again, because I think we definitely need to make some more progress in Satisfactory. Factorio is going to take a bit of a while, but I think with Satisfactory, I'm kind of in the let's make some much-needed progress, because it's been a couple of months since I last streamed Satisfactory, and probably longer for Factorio, but Factorio is just has a whole kettle of fish that we're going to need to deal with. And I think we're going to be able to make more progress in this game initially than we are going to in Factorio. Right, okay. There we go. That's sorted. Right, let's give this a bash, shall we? What's the power like? Oh, we definitely need to we're going to need power. Right, let's go quickly solve some problems, shall we? I'm going to drop off this for the time being whilst we get the other stuff sorted, because holy shit. Oh, we've actually run out of these constructors. Nice. I'm just going to go nice. Right. First of all, let's go get the... this biomass burner. One. A pull. How's the power supply doing? We're close. We're close. I'd say let's not frack around too much in the future, but we're definitely getting there. And the biofuel is going down a bit, so we're close. but it's not quite as like grim dark as possible there. And you can just chill. Yeah, biomass we're doing pretty good on, to be fair. There we go. Is there anything we need here? No, we don't. No, we're all good, aren't we? Yeah, we're all good. Right. Eventually what's going to happen is we're going to try and see if we can get all of these wonderful sort of sectors of the base. I'm going to kind of eventually we'll gather them up together to make what will be a very much an important thing. Right, we probably want to set one up here to start with. Try and see if we can get up this thing a little bit, just so I can... Right. I'm so glad that this thing doesn't fall apart when you're trying to build. Okay, let's get this stuff... Let's get to the top now and go around. Eventually I'm probably going to need to get like some ladders or something to climb up this thing, but for the time being I'm just going to keep... I mean, we need to get the thingamabob factory, the awesome cling... Oh, fucking hell, I can't remember the name. But you know what I mean, the awesome shop thingy, which we're going to need to... Right, okay, so... Ideally, we probably want to have it up to here. So... That should be fine. Do we want to make it like another tiny foundation higher? Yeah, that's gonna... Or is it not gonna... No, I actually don't think it's gonna be enough. We're gonna need another 2, because that's gonna be the bitch. So I'm thinking 1... Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Perfect. Right, okay. So let's delete all of those other ones leading up to this point. And just keep going on. As and when we mean to. It's a bit of a verticality hit here, but once this all kind of rolls into position. I mean, we can make the necessary adjustments once we've gotten other stuff sorted, but I just want to get this initial, like, blast over with. Right, get rid of that. Perfect. Alright, let's get rid of these fucking trees. Perfect. Right, let's get going. So obviously the big thing here is... Fucking hell. No! Oh, this is why I'm going to burn this fucking place to the ground. Right, let's get going. Try this again. This time, can we not have the annoying fall off the cliff moment? Because I'm going to need to take my frustrations out on something, and I don't have the means to do it, which is pissing me off. Right. What I will do is I think the first few things I'm going to invest in is obviously a rebar gun. The first fucking thing I'm going to do is get a rebar gun and extract my petty vengeance on all those fucking bugs that forced me to have to commit to the bog standard Factorio, the bog standard Satisfactory setting of that. Right, so you can go there. You can go there. I think we probably should set the thing up. Question: can I build the space elevator already? No, I don't have enough copper, enough of the other stuff, which is understandable. That could be a problem. This could be a big problem. Because obviously we're gonna have to figure out a way of gelling that so it can meet into the middle. We'll have to manage somehow, but right now I'm not too fussed. Maybe this could work. It's border gore, but it'll have to do. This is just so I can save myself having to run across half the fucking thing. You know, this is a shitty bridge, but we'll have to manage. I may have to completely deconstruct that and reconstruct it in this particular building's image. Because obviously, I've just realized, yeah, that's going to be something we're going to have to fix. Otherwise, we're going to be in the... It's going to just be a royal pain in the ass having to rejig this. I mean, to be fair, this is just getting everything going, so I'm not overly concerned. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Of course, the stupid fucking... Right. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. You jump between the two. I just realized I could have probably gotten the pole for that. Oh well. But yeah, no, we're definitely going to have to redesign this a little bit once this initial phase is there. Right. More importantly, we need to toss out the flowers because I hate the flowers. And we need to make some protein. Or biomass, as I should say. You can go to there. You can go there. Right, and then you can, just for the time being, go over there and make some stuff, because, yeah, more reason for you to do something. And then we can go back over yonder, and then get the... we can even build the space elevator, which might actually not sound like a bad idea. What resources do we have? 291, 250. So we're gonna need to get some more of the other stuff soon, definitely. But at least we can kind of prosper a bit and go, huzzay! We can finally get the necessary building structures. And also, this will be a good place to have the building. So it's a very large building, but. This would be a good point to be fair. This would be a good... If once we can construct this thing, it would be a good point to wrap the stream up on. That's quite a big... The one downside about building huge buildings in this game is that... you can't quite tell unless you're looking from a very big different... Right. Now I want to put the thing here. Kind of in the center, but with enough room on either of the sides to be able to... Fuck it, there we go. Okay, so the left side's kind of useless at the moment, but that will be something we can rectify later on. Same goes for the right side. Nice. Right, so we need to build 50 of the smart plates, which requires our dear old friend reinforced iron plate with the other stuff. I'm going to... What's making that infernal... It's not fun, it's not funny, and I'm sick and tired of listening to the stupid rustling beat. Like, I get there's the whole sort of intimidation side of things, especially if it's late at night, but this game has like a nasty tendency to be like, there's absolutely nothing in these things. There's no benefit to you making the sodding noise anymore. Right. Okay, that's that sorted. Num, num, num. Perfect. Okay. I mean, I get it. To be fair, they probably should make it so that as soon as you're in an area that the bugs are normally known to be in, that's when you get the fucking... That's when you get the rustling of the leaves. But to be fair, we're nowhere near a bug location. Like, I know underground right here is where a few of the fuckers lie, but I'm not talking about locations above a certain point. I'm talking about locations right fucking next to their spawn zones, or right, like, an actual area where the bugs are hugely present, and not just a couple of them to intimidate the newer players. Or, dare I say it, if the developers are going to do the thing where the bugs are going to be potentially hiding inside inside the nest, why don't they actually come out when you get rid of the bush? Like, I'm going to regret saying that, and I'm sure in the future the game's going to be like, well, you did say you wanted this option. But... Right, what's left of my storage? Enough that I can do this, right. Perfect, okay, so we done stuff. Right, so phase 1 is almost complete, which is, considering how long this particular playthrough has gone so far, we've got a fair amount of work ahead of us before we can completely say phase 1... Oh, we've got a fair amount of work ahead of us before we can, you know, get to the cool bits, but... To be fair, we've already starting to see the cool bits with like how everything's being, with the fact, you know, with the new chainsaw animations, the map system now being put into place. We've got new spawns of stuff. We've now got some new kind of resources we're going to have to manage around as well. So it's not like we're completely out of the kilter. It's just, unfortunately, it's not quite as... level foundation ramp. I think we're probably going to want to do something like this. Actually, no, I don't want to have it all the way. I kind of like to have... I do like having my caking and eating it. Unless we want to make something like this. And then you make another set of foundation buildings. Yes. There we go. Much better. I'm out of metal. So what do you know? Right. Well, I can somewhat access this thing. No, I can't. Fuck a duck. Right, fuck it. Right. Right, there we go. Right, okay, so there you guys have it. I think we'll probably wrap things up here and now. So there you go. We've got the space elevator down, which is important. We've got production of... Yeah, we've got the production of the reinforced iron plates in motion, which is extremely good. And in fact, I might start getting the process of picking some of them up now, because I think we've given enough time for this thing to work. Huzzay. Right, yeah, 97. All that time! All that time! 97. It's fine, we'll manage. More importantly, we can finally get access... Oh, actually, no, we need the other stuff, don't we? But yes, so we've made progress. We've been able to explore. We've gotten ourselves a new blueprint. It wasn't the blueprint I wanted, I will admit, but we have made some significant progress. We've been able to expand the Factory's foundations. We've gained some walls, so, you know, slowly but surely we're going to get there. I will admit we're going to have to probably redo the foundations here and then try and line them up in sync with the other place. So this will all probably have to go when we have to redesign it all. But, you know, again, the factory is an ever-evolving and ever-changing sort of thing. So I'm not entirely surprised we're going to have to take this direction, but it's something. Actually, what's the cables? Oh, we've got everything else. Yeah, so that's fine. We're also in the process of upgrading. So as I said, we've got the space elevator, which is the important thing. So now we can finally get towards finishing that. Alien organisms. 25. Fuck me. And more importantly, we'll be able to make the much... And also, in this particular process, I'm going to be making the very much essential rebar gun, which means we can finally get ourselves a bit of defense and the ability to actually, you know, fuck over the bugs rather than them fuck over us. Which is a nice little change of pace, if I don't say so myself. So, yes, on Saturday, which will be the 12th of November at 3 o'clock. So 3 p.m. GMT or 1500 hours GMT, whichever you prefer. Motherfucking piece of goddamn... No, I'm going to make the fucking screw here. And done. Right. Right, rebar gun. Go. Thank the throne. Finally. So we just need 100 of those things. That's fine. I can go get that. And then we'll need a shitload of ammo, but that's fine. We can also get that. Perfect. But no, as I was saying, we can now... Perfect. Grab you. Perfect. So yes, we've made progress. We've gotten some new tools, one of which I'm really liking, which is this little thing. The zip line is excessively lovely, and I'm very much looking forward to taking full advantage of it and the Xeno legs once I finally get them. So, it's definitely a good thing. Right, so now... We have not got any space in inventory. Fuck you. Right. Now we have a space in our inventory. Oh. Right. Now we need ammo. I don't know how many things in a particular stack we're going to need. We have, but we are definitely going to take advantage of this opportunity to grab at least one of the fucking things. Because, yeah, I want my ammo, and I want my rebar gun. I want my bolter, because the bolter is amazing. I really hope they haven't nerfed it. So it's 100 per stack, which is fine. I definitely am okay with this. Oh, look at this beautiful thing. It has been so goddamn long since I last had this thing, and it is a wonder we have it now. I have a ranged weapon. Ho, ho, ho. Right, let's quickly drop off this object scanner, because I don't think we need that as much. And let's also drop off those things. I'm going to drop off these two as well. Well, okay, we have 3. That should be enough. We get the leaves biomass set up. Yeah. So, perfect. Okay. So, there you guys go. We're going to wrap things up whilst we're going to make the biomass. So, yes, on the 12th of November, I'm going to be hopping on once again. I'll also put the channel update as well. And if you've missed this episode, don't worry, because this will be going into its own little playlist alongside a few others, which you can already watch from the beginning. As I said, this is the 3rd episode, so we've not made too much of a push yet, so it's not going to be too long. And the first couple of episodes are fairly short, so you should be able to catch up fairly quickly. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. As I said, these particular streams are... Right, let's put you in there. Right. I'm going to put all of these in. So now we get more of the other shit, which is wonderful. And now let's quickly get the wood set up. Perfect. At least we got this set up. Right, the wood goes over to here. Quickly grab the thingy. Perfect. And then we can quickly drop off the remaining biomass. And there you go. Fantastic. So yes, I will wrap things up here. So as all mentioned, if you like this kind of stuff, let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. Yes, let's not forget this thing. In the next episode, I'm going to focus on doing a little bit of exploration, because despite having the ability to now make despite having the ability to now make the wondrous new equipment and all of that jazz, it's still not enough. We need to get the blueprints to make a better, faster quality. I now have the means to defend myself, so I will take this extremely well. There we go. But at the same time... Right, so how do I disable HUD? Was it P? Yes, it was P. The streets are made of cheese. But there are no cats in America. Right, I need to make sure that the... yes. So it's more like we have to do it like that. Yes. If that's not how... I believe that's how it was. So the first edition was that. Then it was... Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that works. Yes, perfect. All right. Lovely. So yes, thank you once more, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one, guys.